Chapter 1 Mystery Girl. It all began in a beautiful spring morning in a village called Whisker in Canada. In the British village in a mountain of British Columbia. There was a cafe in the village. In the vegetables outside, and a wonderful table sat a young man. He finished breakfast, drank his coffee, looked up into the blue sky, and felt warm in his face. Nicholas was a happy man. The waiter came up to the table. More coffee? He asked. Yeah, great, said Nick. The cup on the table. The waiter put up on the camera on the table. On vacation? He said. Where are you from? San Francisco. They said. He laughed. But I'm not on vacation. I'm working. I'm a travel writer, and I'm reading a book on a mountain in North America. I've got a picture of your mountain. The two men looked up the Whistler Mountain behind in the village. It looked up very beautiful in the morning sun. Do you travel a lot then? Asked the waiter. All the time, Nick said. I write book and write for the travel magazine. I read everything. Different country, town, village, region, mountain, people. The waiter of the left hand. There was a girl on the couple trees, he said. Do you know her? Next, turned his head and looked. No, I don't. Well, he knows you, and I think, the waiter said. They are watching you very carefully. He gave his company. Have a nice day. He went away. That's in the cafe. Nick looked the girl across the street. It was about 25, and then she turned and looked in the street. He just next that. Then the girl turned and looked in the window. After a second, she looked back at Nick again. Nick watched her. She looked worried, he thought. What's he doing? He's waiting for somebody. Suddenly, the girl smiled. When she walked across the street, came up to the table, and sat down. He put her bag on the table. The bag was half open. Hi, I'm Jan, she said. Do you remember me? We met a party tomorrow. Hi, Jan, said Nick. He smiled. I'm Nick, but we didn't meet a party tomorrow. I don't go party in the afternoon. I Nick in tomorrow. Oh, the girl said. But she didn't get up or move away. Have a coffee, said Nick. The story about the party in the tomorrow wasn't true, but I wasn't a beautiful morning, and she was a pretty girl. Maybe it was a party in the mountain or the New York. The girl laughed. Okay, maybe it is. And yes, I love some coffee. When I see have a coffee and us and we were touring and I was a wizard. Or the Julian here. Oh no, she said. I'm sad I'm just traveling in church. And what are you doing here? I'm a travel child, they said. And I'm writing a book about famous mountain. That's interesting, she said. But afraid and worried, not interested. And looked at the grass and looked over again. A man with a very short and black hair walked across a road. He was about 6 years old, and he was not few. The world watching. Are you waiting for someone? Asked Nick. No, he said quickly. Then asked Greg. Where are you going, Nick? Nick. To Vancouver to 3 or 4 days, he said. When are you going? She asked. The later morning, he said. There are more letters on the top of the girl, on the half the back. Nick could see some more why, and read it via the word Vancouver. And we can meet at the Rivet Hotel, Victoria, then Coral Island on a Friday afternoon. So you're going to Vancouver too, he said. Exactly, the girl said. Do you like the movie? Movie? Yes, I love movie, he said. Why? I know a man, and he loves movie and going to the cinema, he said slowly. People call him Mr. Hollywood. She sounded Nick. Can I call you Mr. Hollywood too? Nick laughed. Oh, okay, he said. And hey, what can I call you? She smiled again. Call me Mr. Rigor, he said. That's a good name for you, said Nick. Just the man with white hair and a game in a cafe. He not enough for Nick of the girl. The sat on the table near them. He asked the waiters for breakfast. Then he got away and the girl looked at the man and then looked away again. Do you know him? Nick asked her. No, he said. She finished her coffee quickly and got up. I must no go out, he said. That's too. Love to just began. The girl sat from face into her hand and looked Do you travelly, Mr. Hollywood? Goodbye, she said, with a big, beautiful smile. Then she turned and walked quickly away. They sat down again and watched her. She watched the bridal row in a hotel. Now, what? Not Nick. George was loud on about. The man was white hair and was Nick and waited. After 4-5 minutes, Nick finished a coffee, the book, and loved the cafe. His car is just outside the girl hotel. He walks slowly along the street. The man back here and second, then you quickly follow quick from the window, high up in the hotel. The girl looked down and to a row. She sat and a man with white hair and 5 feet young. Next to the car, and a man with white hair walked quickly to a red car and walked the street. 5 seconds later, and went to the car and began following him. When the girl said it, he smiled. Then he put in something, and heard total bang. Chapter 2. A hand in the bag. That evening, in the head of the hotel room at a cold, Nick could not start something about something a girl in the cafe. Why his cat is sick with him? She didn't know him. And that's a story about party in the brother. Person 2. And it was a story about something. But what? And again a kiss. There was a night at first. What why the doing? Maybe she liked my face. Like that. For my brow and eye. But I'm not going to see her again, so and that's a matter. So forget it. He put some money in his pocket in the voucher in the hotel restaurant, but no free table. So he walked down the guest home in the found there. After dinner, he wandered for then to foreign city. And next night was to Chinatown and Chinatown. Nick will watch and Christmas. He will a new job now. And with busy Tom in the evening. Never love Tom. He love people. After Tom, Nick began a walk back to his hotel. He turned the busy street and waited. A small crowd of people across. A Tom and woman in full dress and next him. He turned and smiled. He took photo and woman in a street. She said, "It's nice to be out, and after a long, cold winter." "Yes," said Nick. He's great. It said suddenly, a hand in the back, and the hand it put Nick in the row. Nick got in his face in the front of a big green car. People screamed, but the green car stopped, only interested in his hand. The woman in the building had wearing a robe. Poor Nick his how he okay? What happened? He said. The driver of the green car shouted and angry at Nick, but Nick did not hear him. "Somebody put me," he said to the woman. "Hide in the floor." "Somebody put me." "Put you?" said the woman. "Who?" "I didn't see anybody." Nick looked at the people near him, but he didn't know them. Then he saw a man back. The man tall and thin, and very short white hair. He walked quickly away down the street and watched back. Hey, you! Nick shouted. Wait! But the man didn't stop, and the whistle was not around. Did he pursue you as the government would a threat? I I don't know, Nick said. Nick said. Do you know him? She asked. I don't know his name, Nick said. But I don't know that's why here. Now you wait and see it for. The woman began to move away. I must get home, he said. Are you okay now? Yeah, I'm okay, they said. And thanks. Thanks for the help. That's okay. The woman smiled. Be careful now. Back in the hotel, Nick sat on the bed and thought, it was an accident. Nobody pushed me. It was an accident. Nobody was killed me. And the hundred man and very covered with white hair. It was 1 in the morning, but Nick couldn't sleep. He listened to car in the road, and he looked at the night sky through his in the window. Then he sat at a table and tried to write a model book about the mountain, but he couldn't think about his work. He got back into bed. There were through 4 or 5 magazines in the hotel room. They are not interesting. It Nick sat in bed and opened on and saw a photo of Mitzi World. He looked at the picture very carefully, but he guessed. It's her. It was her. Jan, the girl from the Crystal Cafe. She was next to a man about his age of 55, and they were a garden and a big, expensive house. They had smiled at the camera and looked very happy. Then Carrie and the hair and Howard's cousin and the car make it says and a picture. As the very home and a runner. Nan said Asen, not Jan, not Miss Rigor, man Hassan, the daughter only there. Make it and again. Why do they come and sit with me at the cafe with he found? Torrance sits with a train in a cafe. In the big kitchen, can leave. Why did he do it? What do they want? He was a cafe in a whistle, and the girl next to him with table. Then he ran into something. He remembers a man, a table near them in a cafe. A tall, thin man, about 6 years old. A man, very short, white hair. Nick didn't sleep smart that night.